Hello friends, this is Malhar and you are watching DM Talks. Today we are going to resume our playlist of C tutorials after a long time. And I hope you have watched all the videos of C tutorial playlist in DM Talks before this video. Okay, so let's start. Our today's topic is arrays in C, and our today's table of content is we are going to see why arrays are used in C. Then we are going to see the declaration of array and a simple program on it. So let's start. So let's start with our first discussion, that is why we need arrays. Before using the concept of arrays, we are declaring variables such as integer 1, 2, 3 up to n. And suppose we will have to create an integer number and we have to store a values 1 to n, then we have to create n number of variables. In place of it, now we are going to use array, in which we are going to declare one variable and it is going to store n number of values into it. So let us discuss how to declare arrays in C, and same method will be useful in C++ also. So let's see. Okay, declaring of array. Here, to declare an array in C, the syntax is given below. Type array name and into the square brackets you have to write the array size. Here the array index is always starts with 0. For example, we have integer a and it has 10. So its array index starts with 0 and ends with 9. Now let us see more examples related to declaring the array. Here we have initialized integer a with array size of 5, and in which we have stored 5 values such as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here array index of 0 will store the value 1 and array index of 4 will store the value of 5. Because our array size is 5, therefore it has index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now same for here, we have not given the size but we have declared the variables as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So by default the compiler of C will take the array size of 5. Now here we are going to see one different example in which we have given an array size of 5 but we have initialized array of 0 as 1 and we have not initialized array of 0 to array of 4. So by default the compiler will take the 0 value. Now let us see one program related to arrays in C. So let's see. Now let us see one basic program of array in which we are going to declare an array and print its value in printf. So let's see. So we are going to create an integer a with an array size of 3, in which we are going to give a variable 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to print that variables. So for that we have to write percentage d small d, percentage d comma percentage d. As this is an integer array, so we are going to write percentage d comma array index of 0 for 1, array index of 1 for 2 and array index of 2 for the third one. So let's build and now run. So here we can see 1, 2 and 3 as our output. Now let us do not write 3 as our second type of declaration, and now let us run. So also we are getting the output as 2, 1, 2 and 3. Now let us declare here 5, and now let us print the values of array index 3 and 4. Index 3 and array index 4. Now let us run. So here we are getting 1, 2, 3 and 0, 0. This is the third type of array declaration in which we have declared an array index of 5 and initializing first 3 as 1, 2 and 3, and the last 2 we by default initialize as 0. So here we have array index greater than the number of initializing value. Now what will happen if we declare an array index lesser than the initializing value? Here we are going to write 2, and let us remove these two array indexes and 2%d from here. Now in basic programming it is going to give us an error, but it is a basic default error in C that here it is not going to give us any compilation error. Our program is going to compile successful, but in array index of 2 it is giving us the address of some specific memory, but in array index of 0 and 1 it is giving us 1 and 2. So by default it is not taking the higher values which from the index. So let me compile and now run. So here it is giving 2, 1 and 2 and some address. Now let us divide this by 2 and convert it into the fraction number. Now what is going to happen? Let me remove this and a percentage t and 3 from here. Now compile. So it is giving us no error and warning. Now run. So here by default we have 1, 1. Here we are dividing 1 by 2, so we are getting an answer of 0.5. So it will basically convert 0.5 into integer. So the integer value of 0.5 is 0. Now the compiler is going to search the 0th index in our array. At the 0th index in our array we are having 1. So it is giving us an output of 1, 1. Now what happens if we assign minus sign to any array index? Suppose we are using -1. Here one thing to remember is that array index is always a positive integer. Suppose you assign minus sign to any fraction number, then it is also invalid syntax in array, but in C it is do not going to give you any compilation error and program is successfully run, but you are not going to get your desired output. So it is successfully built and successfully run, but you are not getting your desired output. So these are some basic errors the C compilation is having. So here we are concluding our session of simple one-dimensional array. In our next video we are going to see the multi-dimensional array. So please stay tuned with this channel. So here we are going to conclude our session. Please stay tuned with the channel to the next upcoming videos of C tutorials. For that, subscribe the channel, like the video and share it to your friends to get the better knowledge of C language. And also see the playlist of motivational videos, technical talks and management related skills in the same channel, DM Talks. So thank you, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.